frustrated?
It's been 11 days counting without electricity for this community of KwaThema, and as you can see, frustrations are indeed mounting. I'm just going to take you back as to when this actually happened for the first time. It was a Thursday, just nearly 2 weeks ago, when the power was meant to come back after load shedding at 4 a.m. in the morning, but did not come back. And then residents soon learned that a power station, or substation rather, that supplies the whole of KwaThema had burned down, leaving the whole township, save for one ward, without electricity. After a number of days, we understand that there was a statement issued by the city of Ekurhuleni promising, just 3 days later on Saturday, promising residents that the power would be back within 7 days. That initial 7 days lapsed on Friday. Then again, when we spoke to a ward councillor just days after, I think it was a Tuesday when we were here, speaking to ward councillors about the electricity issue, they said that the counting, actually it was a Monday when we came back here to this community to find out what exactly had happened. And we spoke to a ward councillor who said that there had been interruptions. Unfortunately, fortunately for them, they were able to resolve those interruptions to the plans that they had. This plan involved connecting the community of KwaThema to an idle substation that sits in Volcania, and that they needed to then dig trenches in order to connect and and lay down cables all the way to that particular substation, which burned down. But what we also heard was that this situation, which led to the substation burning down, could have been avoided, or was avoidable, had a transformer that was faulty or broke down or caught fire in June last year. Had that transformer been fixed or restored sooner rather than later, the pressure, the other remaining two transformers would have not buckled under the pressure of carrying the whole township. But we do understand that we saw that there were other communities that have since been connected, leaving 70% of the community without electricity. And the reason that those communities were able to be connected, and this is according to the very same ward councillor that we spoke to, he said that there was a transformer that was not affected, and it was a matter of switching that one on. And these areas that were then connected include Extension 4, where the hostel is, Tornado, where just around the hostel area, which is also right next to Volcania, as well as White City, and all of those areas have electricity. However, 70% of the community, which extends from the other side to Tonkbita, where we are, do not have electricity. And it seems as though the municipality keeps moving the goalpost. While the initial statement on social media was 7 days, and then we heard from a ward councillor that the 7 days, residents would have to start counting from last Tuesday, 7 days from last Tuesday. We then saw on social media the mayor, Sivuyile Ngodwana, speaking on social media, saying that residents would need to wait until the 29th. This has then led residents really frustrated, wondering if there is indeed a plan to restore the power, and if they can trust the timelines that are being given by the municipality, and if these timelines are not going to be then moved further on. I'm going to step out of the shot just to show you what is happening here. Now, if you are seeing on the other side there, it's taxi drivers being turned back. No police in sight, no EMPD, no SABC, nothing. Residents are left on their own. Motorists are forced to turn back. when they come here. Now, this is one of the major exits into the township. And now, actually driving up here or even walking up here, you are met by tires and angry residents walking up and down on main roads and ensuring that no one moves, no one goes in. Now, before, as we were waiting for the law to go live, we saw a vehicle that tried and took their chances, and that vehicle was pelted with stones. Unfortunately, none of the stones really hit the glass or the windows on the car, but this is the anger that is mounting here in KwaThema. This is not the only place where we understand that there's protests. There are protests even inside the township. This was the township that was initially plunged in its entirety into darkness, but because of that other transformer, some residents, 30% of the township has had power restored to them. But unfortunately, those who are waiting for those trenches to be dug and for that cable to be laid down continue to wait, with no clarity as to whether the transformer or the substation that has been sitting idle for we don't know how long will indeed be able to carry the pressure of load shedding, but also of lighting up the rest of the township. So these people are calling for solutions. We've spoken to some of them. They are saying that they don't even want to speak to the ward councillors, that they want the mayor here. And I think the next time we speak, we will try to get one of them and just find out. Let me pull one of them in. Sawana puti kunjani? Ngiyaphila. Puti yini le kwazi yini nezibuthi zifike la nifinyelele lana?
Sisukuze sifike lana ne sinegesi ethema ehamba ithema yonke sesina 3 weeks manje. So ibuye kwezinye indawo ibuye last week Wednesday. So mayibuya kuthiwa le yalaba ayilimalanga igesi. So manje besilokhu siattenda ama meeting basibiza bachashe i-contract. Le contract abayichashile ayazi nayo ukuthi kwenzakalani. Today babambe i-meeting enkulu basitshela ukuthi kena khana i-insurance izo assessa bebangakabheki ukuthi kwenzakalani, damage izokhosta kanganani. Ngapha basitshela ukuthi kumele bagubhe from la ilimele khona, so bazoyithatha kuphi, bazoyithatha from eBrakpan. So thina siyababuza sithi kanjani kanti ngoba sisupplylwa yi-Eskom. So njengoba siyasupplylwa yi-Eskom, why ningayithathi la ku Eskom and then ikhona ukuthi sikhanyisele, meanwhile nina nisesebhizi ne-transformer abasiphenduli.
Okay. There you have it, unhappiness with the responses that they are getting from the municipality. They are saying that the municipality said that the assessment by the insurer has not quite yet been included, and it is unclear as to how much it will take for the repairs and how much it's going to cost the municipality to repair, that particular substation. And in the meantime, it seems as though they're saying that the word from the contractors that have been employed to dig up those trenches and lay down those cables say they don't know what is happening. If you look on social media, according to the city of Ekurhuleni, they are almost done. They've almost concluded digging up those trenches, but it's unclear as to whether this will result in electricity for this community, as you have heard from the gentleman here saying that they are unhappy with the responses that they have gotten, and it seems as though it is unclear if the power will indeed come back, and they are calling on the municipality, because this community is supplied by Eskom, to tap into the Eskom power station and then connect the communities while they try and assess those areas. There are a number of substations here. I can count a few, but I would have to obviously, just verify the number of those. But I can count just 2 in the area of Extension 2 and other areas. So I think what they are calling for is for what has happened to restore other communities where a transformer that was not damaged was then brought back onto the grid. They are saying that the same must happen in all those other areas while the municipality undergoes the process of, just trying to see how much it's going to cost and getting that how much it's going to cost to restore everything and to rebuild the power station. For now, though, let me hand over back to you in studio. As you can see, these are the scenes here in KwaThema. Cars are being stopped. People, it is not safe for people to come around here, given that there are no police in sight. And it seems as though people are left on their own, and motorists, if they cannot get out of the township, will just have to stay put. But Tonk Meter, which is the main entrance, is blocked right now and blockaded by rocks. If you look on the ground over there, the road has been blocked by rocks and burning tires and so on. So these are the residents that have come out here to protest the responses that they have gotten from the municipality. They want electricity and they want the power to be restored.